Let's see. What should the intro music be today?
What's that one? Fuck. We are young. Ooh.
All right. Welcome to Radio YoYo.
Radio Yo.
Radio YoYo. Still need a theme song if anyone out there is musically inclined. That would be so sweet to have a little theme song.
Yeah.
But
I'm down to just play from week to week.
Play a different track every week, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna already get up and I'm gonna open the show with Weird Yo-Yo of the Week.
All right.
We're gonna do a Weird Yo-Yo every week. Well, we're gonna try to.
Okay.
Because someone, let me see who suggested it. I want to give them a shout out. They wanted us to do as like a topic. They wanted us to list the weirdest yo-yos ever made, or like the ugliest yo-yos ever made. Which I think someone else, Jake from SF, also said worst colorways of all time, which is hilarious. That's gonna take some research though.
I've got one off the top of my head already that I know is a horrible.
Oh yeah, what is it?
The Triple Jam. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
It was like a 3-way yo-yo.
It was like brown.
It was like brown, pink, and like some like ugly kind of gold. It looked really bad.
Yeah, here's one.
Ugh, yep. That's it.
That's pretty rough, yeah. That's a cool yo-yo though. That's
fun yo-yo.
Yeah.
It looks
very unique. It looks like what?
It looks way worse in person.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so Mertz Jonathan from Instagram said list the weirdest yo-yos to ever come out. And I got a weird one in my collection here. It's the Hspin Envy, the original Envy. Have you ever seen one of these, Trevor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is number 422.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the original H-shaped yo-yo, like you said. This one's like mint in package. I bought it on eBay when I was drunk once, and that's why I have it. But this thing is
a piece of history to have, but it's definitely ugly.
It's so weird.
And like they took H-shape so literally.
Yeah, they literally made an H. It's too literal. But the coolest part of this is the laser engraving. My camera sucks, but you see the eyeball?
Yeah.
Like, it's pointillism. So it's a bunch of little small dots engraved onto the yo-yo to make it look almost like a photorealistic eyes.
Yeah. That's cool.
But this thing, it is a brick. Like, there's not, it's, as you can tell, like, it's all rim weight. Yeah. And even just holding it is like, your fingers like touching the string. It's like very uncomfortable.
Is it the thing where like your middle knuckle is too big and like you can feel
it actually fits in there, my knuckle.
Okay, perfect.
But it just doesn't feel right. It feels like you're playing with like a wheel or something.
Yeah. Yo-yos where you can feel the string with your finger are a little odd.
Yeah, definitely. But the engravings are sick. It says Swiss made since 1997 on the bottom. So these were made in Switzerland, which is pretty incredible.
The headline there for me, they've been making yo-yos since 97?
Yeah. Hspin made a yo-yo before The Good and Evil called the Handquake, like earthquake, but with your hand. Really sick. Super old yo-yo.
Okay.
Let me find a picture of that one, because Hspin Handquake. If there even is a picture on the internet, there might not be. Yeah, it's like a super skinny, slimline Good and Evil. Isn't that sick? It's like a silver bullet, basically.
Yeah.
So they've been going at it forever. It's a pretty sick looking yo-yo, honestly. If that came out today, people would buy it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, those slimlines are like in vogue.
Here's one made of carbon fiber. That's crazy.
Whoa. Oh
So
yeah.
yeah.
Or
Weird
wait,
yo-yo of the week. What are some? Do you know any weird yo-yos that you
well,
can think of?
the carbon fiber you just mentioned. What was? I forget the name of this yo-yo, but it wasn't G-Force. It was a carbon fiber yo-yo with like metal rim weights, I think. But that was a big one when I started yo-yoing in 2010. People would always point to that as like the worst yo-yo ever.
Oh, I think I see it. The Revolution Rev G.
The Rev G, yes. I've
Yeah,
never.
that looks bad. It looks like an old Henry's yo-yo. It has like rubber rims on the outside, which is bizarre.
Henry's. Have you ever had a Henry's?
I've never owned a Oh my god, this looks horrible. It looks like pancakes, dude. Look at that.
Ugh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Henry's, and they would
saucer.
put rubber O-rings around the edge of the yo-yo because it's like then it'll be more durable and it'll protect your hand, but it's like it just feels like shit.
Yeah,
Feels
it'll like
cheap.
burn you if it like touches your arm.
Exactly.
Like it'll it won't feel good.
Wow. Look at the little thing on the finger loop. It's like a protective rubber finger loop.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And I bet these cost like $50 too
Oh
or
yeah.
more. They were probably expensive.
And probably like I mean, it would be costly to produce like a carbon fiber yo-yo, right?
It seems like it. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think there's a reason people don't do it though. Cool
Yeah.
packaging.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's two weird yo-yos for this week. Those are both weird as hell. If anyone has a Rev G, definitely shoot me a DM. I wanna buy it from you maybe. Honestly. Um, so yeah, what'd you have for dinner? Anything good?
I had one of those lean cuisine pizzas.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Are
the spinach and feta one, I think.
I like spinach and feta on a pizza. That doesn't sound horrible.
Yeah. I love those like kind of like bougie pizza flavors, like
Yeah,
margarita.
margarita's great with the fresh tomatoes.
Yes, yeah.
I had Jersey Mike's. You ever have Jersey Mike's?
Yeah. We have Jersey Mike's here. I had
Dude,
some a couple weeks ago for the first time in
what
like a while.
what you get there?
The Chipotle cheesesteak.
Nice. That sounds
Yeah,
good. Their cheesesteaks are good.
yeah.
I, I get the club sub usually, which is just like turkey, ham, and bacon.
Okay.
But I don't know. They cut their meats there on premises. They like slice their meats.
Yeah.
It's like a real deli. It's really fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed. I eat there like once a week now since I discovered it like a couple months ago,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty obsessed. So I'm feeling good. I just ate a Jersey Mike's club sub.
Nice.
I was at work late, but I was helping my boss. So my boss, a big saw. I work like cutting stone, and a big saw
Okay.
broke. So my boss is an engineer, so he was like, "I can fix this thing. We just need certain parts for it." So
Yeah.
he went into CAD. He downloaded FreeCAD and drew up the parts, and then he found a website that will machine the parts for you in the United States.
Mm.
So I told him about yo-yos, and he's like the kind of guy who will get obsessed with stuff. So he instantly got obsessed with the idea of designing a yo-yo. And he found, Mark II yo-yos, the company.
Oh yeah, MK2. Yeah.
Yeah. So that guy, Mark, I don't know how to say his last name. I'm sorry. Mark Dyer, I think, or Deer. He has a whole series of tutorials about designing yo-yos in FreeCAD on YouTube.
Mm.
So my boss, I didn't even show my boss. He just texted me one night and he's like, "Do you know this Mark guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know him." And he's like, "I'm watching all his videos right now and I'm designing it." Like he taught himself FreeCAD with Mark's videos
That's
to
sweet.
like to design parts for work, but then also now we're going to make a yo-yo and I'm learning how to do FreeCAD, and I already designed a yo-yo stand. So it's like a piece of metal that's bent. It's shaped like this if you look at it from the side, and it'll fit 3 yo-yos in little slots, and you can like put it on your desk. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's kind of hard to describe, but
That's
it's
cool.
just a really simple little piece of metal that will hold 3 yo-yos. So I think it'll be cool for people who have like computer jobs where they have a desk and a cubicle.
Yeah.
Like they can display their shit a little bit, and I found a company in the United States that will make them out of metal and powder coat them any color I want. And like you can put cutouts, so you could like cut out the letters like dunk in it, or you could cut out your name, or you
Mm.
could cut out like little designs or patterns. So I'm about to. I just ordered prototypes tonight to see like how they work, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna see if anyone wants to buy some yo-yo stands. So
That,
anyway,
I'll buy,
that's what. Sorry, what was that?
I'll buy one.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
don't have.
saying. I'm thinking like $30 or something, and it's like a nice metal stand, whatever color you want.
Okay.
Um, I don't know, but we'll see. So that's why I was at work late. So it was for a good reason,
Yeah.
but kind of cool. It's
Cool.
fun.
That's like the opposite of my boss. When I told him about it, he just went on Reddit and
I-
started making fun of people.
Is that the guy? He's your boss?
He used to be my boss. I
That's
mean,
so fun.
my boss, but like, yeah,
Like your manager, kind of.
yeah.
That is so funny. No, my boss is pretty cool.
Oh man, I think it's getting cold here,
Oh
and
yeah.
the building that I live in is like you can't control like the temperature. So like when it gets cold, someone like kicks the heat on at some point, and
Oh,
it's
that's so annoying.
for the whole building, and it just came on for the first time in like ages, so it fucking smells.
Oh God. That's
Yeah.
the same as my girlfriend's apartment. There's one thermostat in the house and like one guy controls it.
Oh yeah,
And
same.
so yeah, the heat is always like completely fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the same way at the apartment I lived in before this, but that one it would get like so fucking hot. And like it would be like in the middle of the winter, like freezing cold outside, and I would like open up windows to like counteract. But
Yeah, that's exactly what my girlfriend has to do. It's
yeah,
like insane.
yeah,
Or you'll get like an unseasonably warm day in the
yeah,
winter. Yeah,
yeah,
so weird.
yeah. Same with like yeah, it's like they'll turn the heat off. It's like we're all right, we're turning the heat off for the season or whatever, and then
It'll
it's
be
like
cold as fuck.
yeah, like cold as fuck. It's like May 6th, and it's like 50 degrees out, and it's like raining.
I have the opposite. Well, I have a problem with winter too. Oil. I have oil heat in my house, and oil is like $4.20 a gallon right now. So
Yeah.
to fill my oil tank, it's like $950. Whereas last year it was like $350.
God.
So I just can't afford it. So I just bought a space heater and
Oh,
I'm just using that. But
there you
like eventually I have to get oil because like my pipes will freeze. Like I have to keep my whole house
go.
warm. So thanks a lot, whoever decides oil prices, fucking assholes.
Well, hey, yeah, Joe Biden.
Yeah, thanks Biden. Thanks Obama.
Yeah, let's what's that? Those stickers. I did this.
Yeah, right. No, what he did, like you saw the shit he did with weed yesterday, right?
Yeah,
He's
they were,
pardoning,
and they're pardoning people.
yeah, all the federal people who are in like federal prison for weed charges,
Yeah,
which is fucking awesome. And he's telling the governors of all the states to be like, you guys should really pardon all the people in state prison too, and like,
yeah,
you should wipe everyone's record whoever has a weed charge, which is like
yeah,
pretty fucking cool move, I got to admit.
yeah. Well, I'm sure red state governors are gonna totally.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
like
your state a red state? It is, right?
yeah, it is a red state. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, blue city, red state.
Yep, that's how I am. Well, Pennsylvania usually goes blue, but they went red for Trump, and we kind of fucked everything up that
Oh,
election.
yeah,
But we usually do go blue, like every other election. So yeah, enough politics talk. It's depressing. Weed Biden, check. I had that actually as one of my topics. Weed Biden.
Do you remember
So
that Chet Hanks video? He was talking about Joe Biden.
I didn't see that particular one, I don't think.
Well, I'll send it to you.
Okay, yeah.
We'll talk about it on there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, dude, I've been do you remember? Did you ever watch The Newsroom?
No.
I'm
Is
gonna.
is that what you posted a clip
Yeah,
from?
yeah. I was
Okay.
because I forgot what happened or why I even. I think my Rob and I were like making fun of Aaron Sorkin, and then I was like, I never really watched The Newsroom. Because did you ever see that Jeff Daniels clip? It's like from this show. He gives this impassioned speech about like it's like some sorority girl comes up and asks him a question. She's like, "What do you think makes America the greatest country in the world?" And then he goes, "Honestly, we're not the greatest country." And then he just goes into this whole like masturbatory, pretentious rant, and that gets posted like a lot on the internet. And but if you watch the whole show, it's just like it's insane. Like
Yeah.
it's like I mean, it's just typical Aaron Sorkin dialogue. Like everyone talks super fast and it's like super back and forth. And every single character is like quippy and witty and has like jokes like constantly throughout the whole show. It's like super insufferable to watch, but I've been obsessed with that, just like watching that show. Sort of a hate watch, I guess. Which
That sounds good though. That sounds like something I'd be into.
yeah. There's a couple moments like that clip that I posted where it's just like everything gets super serious and it's like, and then everyone claps kind of stuff. No.
We're gonna have the Freshly Dirty guys. Their new yo-yo just dropped.
It's gonna be Alex Morton.
Alex Morton and Andrew.
Yeah.
I forget. And Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
This yo-yo is sick though. You see this thing?
Yeah, that looks. Yeah. How wide is that? It seems like a little bit slimmer than most stuff.
It's like it's exactly a freehand shape.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, but it has like these cuts in it.
Okay.
And it's just like, I don't know. It has a D bearing too, and it plays so good. It plays like a metal freehand should play,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Several metal freehands have been made in the past 20 years, and none of them really quite hit.
I have the first metal freehand.
Oh, that was
so
the
this
worst.
This is a yo-yo box I found at my dad's house today. I haven't looked through it yet, but I was going to do a segment where we go through a couple of these yo-yos, but I know there's a metal freehand.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I just want to
show about that yo-yo.
Here it is. It's only half.
It's probably stripped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
But they released this fucking monstrosity. It's just raw aluminum with an inside colored it looks like a flux. It has like a flux nipple.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sick. But you can tell the guts were like the same as a plastic freehand, like all the spacers and shit.
Yeah.
And it has like the littlest pad recess. It's horrible yo-yo.
Yeah, it's like the point of making a metal yo-yo is so that you don't have to deal with plastic yo-yo gut system.
Right. Like, look, the anodization is even stripping off the nipple. Like,
Yeah.
it's just been sitting in a box, but anyway, we'll go through that later. But so ART, the yo-yo company, blocked me on all my accounts.
What?
Yeah.
You think because of the podcast or something?
No, because I called out Chase Haddon for hanging out with Andrew Tate, the rapist, sex trafficker.
Hadn't hung
Yeah.
Andrew Tate in real life?
He flew him to Romania to hang out and film content, I assume. He flew Chase Haddon. Yeah.
All right.
So I mean, that's a little across the line, wouldn't you agree? Like
Chase has already like done so many stupid things, but like hanging out with Andrew Tate is like, yo, what?
I understand why he's doing it. It fits like his personality and what he's trying to do with you've seen his Twitter account, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like it fits in with that, but the thing I called out was they posted a photo on the art account of Andrew Tate's Lamborghini and like his logo, the Tate logo, and a yo-yo in front of it. Like Chase was holding a yo-yo in front of the Lambo with the Andrew Tate sign. So I'm like, I just posted on my story, like, just so everyone fucking knows who this guy is, who Andrew Tate is, like, and who they're promoting. Like, here's a link to, like, you just Google him.
Yeah.
Which was maybe a little harsh, but not really at all. It's completely.
Andrew Tate is harsh.
Yeah. So if they want to post whatever the fuck they want on their account, I'm going to post whatever the fuck I want to on my account. I don't feel bad at all, but it's just hilarious. I assume Chase blocked me because I talked to Charles and Jensen.
Yeah.
Well, I talked to Jensen, and Jensen's just like, I want nothing to do with this. I don't know what to do. They're like taking my company from me. And then Charles DM'd me and was like, it was the most sad DM I've ever read. I didn't even answer it because he was just like, hey man, like maybe you can just like message me next time instead of posting something. Like, I really respect you, and I don't know why obviously we have political disagreements, and it's like, what is political about Andrew Tate? There's no politics whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, this is about you hanging out with an alleged rapist and sex trafficker. Like, misogynist, pro-rape sentiments on his podcast. Like, that it's not political. I don't give a fuck if you guys like Trump. It seems like they all like Trump too, which is like whack as hell. But I don't even care about that. It's just the Andrew Tate thing. So whatever. I just found it funny that someone blocked me. Like, that they're that sad and scared about it that like they had to block me. So I'm just gonna double down and talk about it on the podcast and keep letting people know like who you're supporting. You know.
Yeah.
Vote with your dollars. Like, do you want to support people like that? If you do, go for it. More power to you. But I don't. I don't know. The alt-right yo-yo company. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Whatever. It's just sad. It's more sad than anything.
Yeah.
Because I really like those guys. I have Jensen's art all over my house. I like Charles. He seems like a nice dude. And it's just like, what, you know, I guess that's what happens when you're isolated up there in Canada. Like, it sucks.
Hadn't the hill you're going to die on? Like,
yeah, I don't know. Anyway, if Chase wants to come on the podcast, welcome. Welcome to. He can try to defend himself, I guess.
Yeah.
That's enough shit talking for now, I guess.
Yeah, who else sucks? Let's go.
But I got 60 plus DMs of people, mostly white men because they're yo-yoers, but I got women and trans people too telling me, like, thank you. Like, I really don't like the way they're behaving. I don't want to support a company like that. I'm glad someone's speaking up. Like, the support was unreal. So that was like made me feel good. Not for
Yeah.
myself, but for the yo-yo community, it made me feel like, okay, I'm not the only one who thinks this is fucked up. You know what I mean?
And it's like, I don't picture the yo-yo community like coming to their defense the same way that people did with like Chrome Kendama and stuff with like the whole Adam 22.
Right.
Because like watching the Adam 22 stuff unfold with Kendama was like crazy. Like the stuff
Yeah.
that saying like, bro, shut up, he's spreading Kendama. It's like, what?
Andrew Tate's not spreading yo-yo.
No,
And
he's
Andrew
not.
Tate is not nearly as influential or famous as Adam 22. Like, he's a fucking creep, dude. Like, it's insane. It's just fucking insane, but we'll see. I was very happy though that most people understood where I was coming from and were supportive. Anyway, let's get off that. Let's see.
All right.
We'll do a couple yo-yos from the box, and then I'm gonna get the Freshly Dirty guys in here because
All right.
they're
Wait.
hankering to go.
Before the segment, can we play The Box by Roddy Ricch?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great idea. Because there's gonna be a. You got it?
No, I don't got it. Wait, gentlemen.
Ultimate Trick Collection. Out the box. All right, we got the box. Let's go. What's in the fucking box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the fucking box? Let's find something good here. Oh, an original Dark Magic.
Ooh.
Look at the cracks.
Oh, man. Yep. That's a YoYoJam.
It's completely fucked. It's just been sitting in the box. I'm going to screw it together. This is This is a first run Dark Magic one. This is the first.
Oh.
Yeah, I've had this since 2004. I know. I could probably get $100 in the condition it's in.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a classic fucking yo-yo. Everyone knows the Dark Magic.
And the red colorway. That's like.
The red was iconic. It came out. I think it only came out in red. Red and blue were the first two colors.
That's sick. I love. You get two choices.
Yeah, and then they released everything. But the rim, this is now like such a standard in yo-yo design, but this was so new because this was designed for thumb grinds.
Whoa.
And the idea was, because that was Andre's like signature move, was the thumb grind.
Yeah.
So the idea is really sick. You got this outer one here that thumb grinds kind of fast. It spins kind of fast. And then this inner one, if you put your thumb in here, it spins really slow. So you can catch it two different spots, which is kind of neat.
That's something I've never put thought into. I guess because I don't do.
I have some handcuffs.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know.
What
This is a. I completely ruined this yo-yo, but this is a Grindmaster.
Whoa.
I painted on the caps, but this is a Yo-Yo Factory Grindmaster, which the fucking profile is sick on this thing.
Yeah.
It's really small, like it's a tiny yo-yo, and it's coated with Teflon, like a frying pan.
Yeah.
So they did that because it was supposedly good for grinds, but honestly, Teflon's not that good. Like, it heats up on your finger when it's spinning.
Yeah.
It gets kind of hot. But in theory, it made sense. It's got plastic. What's that?
Oh, I think at one point someone made a yo-yo completely out of Teflon.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Oh, wow. So this is the last one I'll show. This is really unique. there was this guy on the yo-yo forums. This is a freehand zero,
Okay.
half swapped, so lemon lime. And there was a guy on the yo.com named Luke Vader, like Darth Vader, but Luke, he mixed Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. And he would take freehand zeros and he would silicone them.
Yes.
And then he would put a satin finish on the whole yo-yo. Like the plastic, he would put like a satiny sanded finish on it. And this one I played with so much, it looks kind of shiny, but it's actually not as shiny as a freehand zero would normally be. It's like kind of smooth. And he called them Vadered freehands, and he would sell them for like $40. So I got this one from him custom. It's a Vadered freehand zero. Some people, if you were around back then, you'll remember Vadered zeros. They play so well.
Yeah.
I gotta get some guts for it, but I'm excited. I thought this was lost to time, but so yeah, some unique stuff. You can find this one on eBay for $350. Buy it now. No.
Wait, the Dark Magic?
I'm joking. I'm saying I'm gonna put it on there.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna keep it for sure. It's too fucking cool. I can't believe I still have this. But that's been the box for now. I'm excited to see what else is in there, though. Here, you can look through the side of it. There's a flying panda.
Gwyneth Paltrow's head? What?
Oh my god. It's an Aquarius.
Wait, who's it?
Paul the waiter. Wait, what is this? It's a trading card. Oh, these are these weird trading cards I had that I found at a comic book store. They're like gangsters, like Italian gangsters from the mob. So it has like their whole story. Isn't that weird?
Interesting.
The waiter, Richa. He was involved in the late 1920s, early 1930s meetings that created the National Crime Syndicate. He was like a mob leader. But anyway. Cool shit. Oh, one more. This isn't. You're going to love this. G5. It's fucked up. Espionage edition. Do you remember the G5s?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It's the orange one, dude. This thing is so sick. It's completely, as you can see, the axle is like fucked.
Damn.
But maybe I can fix it. I doubt it. Damn, that sucks. If this thing worked, holy shit.
I don't think I've ever owned a G5.
I wish I could show you the actual prep, but like you can see, they have like they're kind of slimline when they're actually screwed all the way together.
Yeah, it's like a slimline Genesis.
Yeah, they're really fun, dude. I might have another somewhere, but maybe I can get a new axle for it. You know what I should do? I should just mail this back to Yo-Yo Factory and be like, can you like repair this or give me a refund? I think they gave me this for free actually, but maybe they have like G5 axles laying around. Who knows? Kind of sick though. I bet they do. They probably have everything.
Oh wait, I have a story about Yo-Yo Factory.
Oh yeah? Yeah, go ahead.
Let's make this a viral clip. I was in high school and Yo-Yo Factory had this like contest kind of thing going on. Like every day of the week it was a picture contest and they would give like a prompt and you would have to, whoever had the best picture for each day of the week, you would win and you would win something. And for this particular day of the week, it was like, take a picture that has something to do with time. So I went to like my high school and we like the sign that has like the date and the time on it. I was doing like an Eli hop in front of it or something. And then my picture won. And at their Facebook, like every other winner, they like contacted and said like, hey, shoot us a message, blah, blah, blah. They didn't say anything to me. I did not ever prize.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is like 12 years ago.
Damn, that's fucked up. I wonder what you would have gotten.
I was in contact with Ben a couple of years ago, And then he was like, "Do you want something old or something new?" And I was like, "Oh, something old for sure." And then like he just like never got around to it. But I don't know. I'll have to like go back in the DMs or bug Eves or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be sick to get what's yours.
Yeah,
What you
exactly.
deserve.
I would like an original 888, please. Mint and package.
All right. We're gonna get the Freshly Dirty boys in here.
Cool.
Arthur Foley. Sorry, not Andrew. Arthur
Oh,
Foley. Yeah.
him and I go way back. We
Really?
we would hang out when I would go back when I would like go to the World Yo-Yo contest in like 2011 through 13. You know, I just went there as some kid. I didn't have any friends or know anyone. I would hang out with him and like Connor Vranizan and some other
Oh,
people
right on.
and like Stephen Fuentes. Yeah.
Yo.
Cool.
What's
Yo,
up, Bart?
what's up?
Hello?
Are you guys both in here?
I can hear y'all, but I cannot see you guys.
Little technical difficulties. Skype sucks, dude.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
gotta figure something out.
Yeah, Skype makes me think of like being in high school and like
Yeah.
that I would video call with people and like do stuff for school.
Yo.
Yo, there it is.
There you are. What's up, man?
Howdy.
How's it going?
All right. Good. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good to see you.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, man. Welcome to the
Good
show.
Let me see what we can do to get Alex in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
There he is. There he is.
Hey, what's up, Alex?
All right. We're just gonna have to like take turns talking because Skype sucks. So we'll just do our best. I've never had this many people on, so we'll see how it goes.
Right on.
But got my VHS here.
Woohoo! We got the
Oh
dunk,
hell yeah!
tearing it
Slam
up.
dunk or dunk rebound,
The
not slam
rebound.
dunk.
Yes, sir.
So how's the sale going? Have you sold some?
We have, man. It's going good.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's so awesome.
It's live on the site, so excited
live
to put
on-
them out to people early next week and start seeing what people have to say.
Freshlydirty.com, right?
Yes, sir.
Very cool. So this is sort of last minute, so I don't really have anything planned, but we can just talk a little bit. Let's talk about the yo-yo first. So when I know it started with a titanium, but like when did this all start? When did the design process start?
Oh man, so we probably had the first idea for it maybe I think March or April of this year. It's been a while, 6 months or so. And we set out to just make like the EDC yo-yo, just something that was debearing with the Freshly Dirty style to it, but just a like super solid everyday organic kind of thing. And thought it'd be cool to do it with titanium, and got this first prototype, which was actually a lot narrower. This was shortly after I had thrown a panorama for the first time, and I was like over the moon with the panorama, so I wanted to kind of do something in that lane. So we went narrow and titanium, and this prototype still played great, but then we kind of realized like, okay, well, it didn't like take advantage of the properties of the material completely. So from there we thought, okay, well, we can go back to aluminum with it, and had a 7068 prototype made. And that one, I think Alex and I both agreed that it was just as good, if not better, than the titanium version. So decided to run with it from there. So
That's interesting that you had the foresight and knowledge to realize that the titanium wasn't necessary. I think that's interesting.
yeah, you could say that we should have known before we even had it machined. Like
Maybe,
with the
but
shape,
I mean,
like an organic shape doesn't really like take
Yeah.
the most advantage of it. But it was still cool to have it made and be able to compare the two.
definitely. Yeah, I'd love to try that someday because
Yeah.
it looks interesting. So did you take inspiration from the Hspin cut or okay.
Big time. Yeah, Alex had
Very
a cut
cool.
back in the day. He was
Yes.
telling me about it earlier today. And
Yep. I had Noel Coons' cut. The one that had the Hspin song engraved on it.
You're cutting out a little bit.
You still there, Alex? We lost you.
Sorry, guys. Can you hear me?
No, yeah, now we can hear you.
All right.
Just repeat what you were saying.
So, yeah, Noel Coons was the first yo-yo I ever hung out with in person. And I had the cut that he did the song engraving on Hspin on it. And it got destroyed at my local grocery store. I went in, bought some, like, Faygo, and then came out and, like, spilled it. Like, it fell onto the concrete and gouged it so bad. And
You were buying some Faygo?
Oh, yeah. With Noel, like, he was my first, like, person I ever hung out with, like, with yo-yoing. And then just, like, as we started the team, I'm like, man, Noel's been on, like, lots of teams. It'd be so cool just to have this guy on our team, like, so he knew a lot through his time on Hspin back in the day and helped us, like, I mean, even at the beginning, like, the D-bearing stuff. So Arthur can talk more about the engineering and CAD work on D-bearing, but Noel was a huge addition to the team. So
that's interesting. I didn't even realize he was on the team, and that makes a lot of sense. The Hspin connection. Yeah, the Hspin and Noel Coons connection with, yeah, like go back to way back when you guys were starting Freshly Dirty. What made you choose D-bearing to begin with? Was it just straight up Hspin?
So the first project that we did with the D-bearing was actually the Canary, which was a collaboration with Radical Seas. So he, the guy who operated Radical Seas, Jamel Kent, he's been kind of out of the community for a little while now, but at the time he was a big proponent of, like, we got together, we had hung out at contests before, and we just wanted to do something together that was new and it was different. And I actually don't remember if it was us or him that kind of floated it as an option, but we both latched onto the idea, and it took some trial and error. We actually, on the very first Canary prototype, we used the same 19 millimeter C pads that you were talking about on the first dunk rebound, and had the same problem. So I think most people who try to do it are, they want to, like, skip a step and go with the standard response and then run into that issue.
I remember when we did that, when we got the protos, and exactly almost the same situation with you, Jake, was as soon as we got them in hand, Noel Coons was like, oh, whoa, wait a minute, let me see the proto. And he was like, yep, Hspin did this too.
That's hilarious. Interesting.
Yeah.
Did Hspin? I never used a modern Hspin, so did they use the same size pads Freshly Dirty now uses?
I don't think so.
What did they even use? Because I know they used, like, diff pads way back in the day on the Pyro and the Envy, but I don't know what they used in their later models. But I'd be curious to see what kind of pads they have.
Yeah, the most recent Hspin that I owned was a Gorilla, and it had a skinnier pad. It was kind of the same diameter as the normal C-bearing pads, but it was just smaller in general.
Interesting.
Not the same as what we use.
I've had some that have pads.
I have the original Envy here.
Yeah, it's
a beauty.
All right.
While we're talking about D-bearings.
Arthur, doesn't it look just absolutely insane and incredible? Like,
Dude, I never owned an Envy, but
look at the shape, dude.
Back in the day.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous yo-yo. But we were talking earlier about the coolest part of it is the laser engravings, the, like, pointillism laser engravings, where they got photorealistic eyeballs on it, and no one has done that since, which is just crazy.
Yeah. Dude, there was that old, it was on YoYo guy, and it was probably 10 or 15 years ago. That yo-yo with the eye on it, like a little black yo-yo.
It was called the CU, I think.
Remember CU, that's what it was.
It was a mini.
It had this similar art style on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy yo-yo.
Hspin, they used to use sexy ladies to
No one has done that since either, which
No.
is funny. Just hire like a couple models to hold your yo-yo. It's
Well,
honestly a
Yeah.
funny idea.
I'm sure Chase
I
had
don't know
it.
if it would go over as well today as it did.
Probably not. It didn't go over that well back then either, honestly. Yeah, Chase Haddon, Trevor, you think he might do that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Do some like anime girls or something.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Whatever it is. But do you also remember what was it, 2014 Worlds, when they had like models bringing up
Oh. Yeah.
all the contestants before the award?
Really?
Yeah. I have a
We
bunch
have
of
like
in my folder of like how awkward looking all the like yo-yoers are with like these models having their arms like
the most squirrely world-class yo-yoers being escorted by supermodels.
Yeah.
Was that at the Rosen?
No, this was this was in Prague, the first time that it
Yeah.
was out of Orlando.
Oh, okay.
So they really went like, this isn't the Rosin Plaza you're used to. This is like a big production and an event, and they might have just
Yeah.
these like socially awkward little kids.
Yeah,
There's
they
a
didn't
picture
think
of
that
like
through.
Shia and Araya being like walked
Yeah.
out by one of the models. It's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
But then Gentry Stein looks like a Chad,
Oh yeah.
walked out by the model. He is unfazed.
And he won that year too, right?
He did, yeah.
Damn. That's a
Yeah.
good year.
Yeah.
So let's see. What else can we say? Is that the packaging behind you, Alex? The final packaging for the VHS?
Yeah, Arthur I actually just got this in the mail today.
Wow, that is so sick.
Whoa.
Dude, great
Yeah.
work.
I still
Is
can't
this
see
a
you,
little guy?
Alex. I can't see you rocking it.
For universal, what does it say? For universal spinning application, universal shredding applications. I love that.
Yeah, we had our guy Will Sayo do all the art. He's a graphic design student. He killed
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He did
There's
such
the
a good job.
inspiration.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the green blue. What's that called? Like Roy G. Biv or something.
Yeah, the RGB like color testers and stuff.
Yeah.
He did these stickers that we included as well.
Oh, that's
Like with cracked
Damn.
open tape with the tape spilling out, freshly dirty.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he did such a good job.
That's great, man. Those came out awesome. So again, freshlydirty.com. Pick one up, $60 or $70 for the colorways. The colorways are so good. That green and pink is sick. I might have to get one of those. It's funny, that Technicolor one. You guys used FPM, correct? Yeah, that guy.
Mhm.
Let me grab. Hold on.
That's been my daily. Hey, Trevor, I never said hi, man. How are you?
good. How are you, man? Yeah, I was telling Jake
It's
before
been
you
so
went
long.
up. Oh, Arthur Foley. Yeah, we used to hang out at Worlds all the time.
I know, years and years ago, dude.
You, me, and Connor,
Good to hear from you.
Stephen Fuentes.
Dude, what a time, man.
Yeah.
I have a matching rebound.
Oh,
Pretty much the same finish,
Yeah,
same color. It's pretty sick.
yeah.
FPM just sent me these as like samples, but
Oh, I love it when they do that, dude.
I know, dude, they just hook it up. But that's a great color,
they
right?
did something similar on one of our releases a couple years ago that actually it inspired that lo-fi, like the black and silver color. So they sent on the cardboard Steamboat. They just said they were trying out something new, and they sent us 4 of these.
Woo.
Which
Wow.
It's just like a smoky black and silver acid kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was years ago, and then we were thinking about colors for this yo-yo, and just thought it'd be cool to give it a shot.
That looks like a great yo-yo too. I missed that one. Cardboard Steamboat.
Yeah, we haven't done these in a while. Still a couple
Sick.
floating around here and there.
Very nice. Do you have anything planned for the near future or any protos going on right now?
It's funny because like Alex and we've been talking about it a lot the last couple of days of what to do next. I think we definitely want to do another round of mod support. So just getting some more Mod 44 hubs and possibly a new rim out in there. Because we currently have like kind of some odds and ends of the stock from the first 2 runs, so doing like one last order to round it out and then be able to package everything up nicely might be the way to go. But for our next like full yo-yo release, we don't know yet. We always try to do something new, you know, something that other people aren't doing. So it's gonna be weird, whatever it is.
No, this is this is great timing for this. I don't know. I was just so stoked when I got this because it's like it's something I didn't know I needed, but now that I have it, I definitely like need this yo-yo. It just I don't mean to keep comparing it to other things, but it really just feels like I was telling Trevor like what a metal freehand should be, and that they haven't really pulled off yet, in my opinion. But how solid it feels and stable, spins forever. It's like a completely modernized, but it has the cuts, so it feels different, but like it still is that freehand shape to me that I love so much. That's like completely timeless. And
super classic shape.
I haven't used it for 5A yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be a really good 5A yo-yo. And yeah, it's just something that is simple but also complex at the same time, because I can tell how much work went into this design with like the rim design and stuff is very unique looking. The inner rim.
It managed to be an organic yo-yo that doesn't have any curves on it. It's all straight lines.
Right. I didn't even consider that. I was wondering why it looks so different, but
it's another inspiration was the abduction and the ignition, those 2 unparalleled yo-yos.
Okay.
It's just a cool aesthetic, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't come up that often, but when it does, it's always kind of memorable.
Yeah. It also kind of makes me think of like Turning Point. They make great use of like straight lines.
For sure.
You had Brian Koski on your last episode, and I watched that today, and I actually like reached out to the guy because of how similar the aesthetic that we did with the wave, and so I called up with him, and he scooped one tonight. Brian Koski did.
Oh, hell yeah!
I'm gonna scoop the wave on the drop, and then I even offered like, hey, anytime you want. It seems like we both love the aesthetic of the VHS stuff, so we're gonna hit it off and try to put something out. That'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
I was also telling him like how much stuff, yo-yo stuff, and like people like that I miss out. Like I had to like do a deep dig on like static, and then like I've seen the yo-yos like the, you know, all the stuff that they've put out in pictures and stuff on Instagram, but it's just crazy how much can go by you without even noticing. And like you just dive and like keep exploring and meeting new people.
Yeah, I'm really glad you reached out to him, and because I could tell he was like he felt kind of bad that he dropped that VHS style video, and I knew it was just like a complete coincidence, which is funny.
Like or like with his announcement, I was digging, and like even the announcement when he got on Static, like his edit for that was awesome. I went back, I'm like, how did I miss this? Like,
no, Brian's a legend.
And I reached out to him. I was like, dude, all love here. How did we come up with this cool aesthetic at the same time? But he kind of beat us to the punch, honestly. But there's no hard feelings. Like it's just I want to collab. And his that wave yo-yo with you guys looked at the colorways. That blue and navy looks awesome.
Yeah, they're both.
Gotta check it out.
They're both the only thing I've been playing with. The wave here, Arthur.
Ooh.
Also an organic
That's
with some, but if you watch that episode I did with him, he goes through from the nipple all the way through the rim. He explains like this flat part is directly lifted from the creep, that yo-yo, the creep. And then this is directly lifted from the One Drop project. And then this inner high wall is directly lifted from the panorama. So like he literally just took like 6 yo-yos and stitched them together, which I think is a cool approach. That's what I did for the dunk as well. So.
Oh, actually, I had a question for all 3 of you.
Yeah.
How do you deal with like people being like, "Oh, looks like you copied this other design"? Well, like thing in yo-yo, people being
it's
like,
inevitable, dude.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
thing's been done, and it's
Fire.
yeah,
That's why I hesitate to even compare. Like I said, I don't mean to compare this to a freehand or a cut, but because I don't want you to think I'm saying like you took anything from. It's
Yeah,
not.
that
It's
doesn't
just
make
like
it
a way.
derivative or anything.
Right, exactly. But it does hurt, dude, when there was one time with the dunk where some person was like, they posted some yo-yo from like 2014 that they thought it looked like, and they were like, wow, looks like he just copied this design. And it's like, I had never
Yeah.
seen that yo-yo in my life, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
swear to God. And it's just like, we're making yo-yos here. They're all going to be
Yeah.
comparable. Like, they have to be comparable.
It's
So
like-
it's just so silly to call out someone for whatever you want to call it, plagiarism. Like, it's
Yeah.
not possible. Like, no one is plagiarizing designs.
and anyone
I
that
think
wants,
it's also like
Yeah.
if you are calling it out, then you don't like you probably haven't thrown both of them back to back, and if you did,
Mhm.
they wouldn't really perform the same.
yeah,
Like, just because the
Absolutely.
shape is similar, they can have so many differences still. So,
Look
you
at all
know,
the Japanese designed yo-yos that more or less look the same.
Yeah.
They couldn't play any more differently than each other. Literally, for people who have never designed yo-yos or played with yo-yos they made, like, I have 3 yo-yos that I'm working with static on, and they're the same shape. Here's 2 of them. So they're like, it's like a flux kind of wet shape,
Ooh,
but
nice.
the only difference between the 3 is 1 gram difference. So 167, 68, and 69. They're really heavy, but they play worlds different from each other. Just 1 gram.
Yeah.
Like, it's really interesting to do them side by side. So
Yeah.
um,
And that's also like
stuff like
those Japanese brands and like Turning Point still to this day, and like Yo-Yo Recreation back before they kind of switched up their maybe like 2009 to 2013 or 14 Yo-Yo Recreation. Like
yeah,
it's almost like they just make one yo-yo and they just iterate on it and just
Yep.
make it differently every time, which is
Yeah.
cool because you can really, it's like you don't even have to get prototypes each time. You're just taking the last place you left off and then trying to tweak it ever so slightly. So
Yeah.
you really dial it in after a while. So.
I thought that was so sick, those early yo-yo recreations where it's like, we found a shape and we're just going to do it in every width and diameter and like with different weights. And
what are the names of some of those yo-yos? Because I missed out on that period. Is that like Dropner or no?
No, this is Dropner that was the demarcation point, would be the Dropner.
Yeah.
Before that, it would be like,
The Sleipnir was a big one.
Yeah, Sleipnir.
The Stargazer, the
Yep.
Overdrive.
Stargazer, yeah. The Stargazer shape is awesome. I was looking at that recently.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The Glepnir was another. There's
Yeah.
a lot from that era. They all.
Yeah.
It's the era where they have a lot of like blasted, polished aluminum, and then like flat text in the cup, very like clean and simple.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
those years of yo-yo recreation.
Yeah, super minimalistic, very clean. There's another one, slimmer. I think it started with an A.
Oh, Acrophobia?
Not Acrophobia. It's this guy's on Yo-Yo Factory now, but he used to be on Yo-Yo Recreation, and it was his signature yo-yo. Anyways, we can move on. But another good one. E equals MC squared.
Oh,
that was
classic.
Another hilarious thing that Yo-Yo Recreation did, which was just like, we're going to sell this yo-yo to you for $150, but don't take it apart. If you do, it will pulsate and vibe really horribly.
Yeah.
So I just have to use these pads. It's like, I have a finite amount of time I'm allowed to play with this yo-yo.
Yeah, but still, they were like, for their time, it was as good as it got. They were
incredible.
Peak of machining, and even still, they're still like, if you could get one now that was in good condition and they've been taken care of, it would hold up with anything from 2022.
Yeah.
Hey Jake, did you see your part today in the video?
I haven't watched the video yet. I'm gonna watch it after this. It's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's live now.
Sweet. You guys should put it on Instagram too. You can put like long form videos up on Instagram now.
Okay.
Just I don't know,
awesome.
just a
Yeah.
thought, because that way because some people just like will not go to YouTube. I've noticed. Like some kids will not watch this; they'll only listen to it on Spotify, and it's like I get it, but YouTube is
Yeah.
hard. It's a hard sell in the yo-yo world these days.
Oh yeah.
The
Um,
podcast, there's like, man, the podcast game is stepping up, man. Like,
Me
I'll
and
drive to
Tyler
work.
are really trying.
I'll drive
Yeah,
to
man.
work and put you guys on, and just, dude, it's my favorite thing to do now. Like in the morning.
I'm so
with my-
glad.
So
We're hoping it can become a part of people's like routine, like yours, so that you're like used to every week having something to listen to yo-yo related. Because every other hobby has so much stuff, and we don't. Like disc golf has like 10 different podcasts going.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like every hobby I'm a part of, bowling has a bunch of podcasts.
Mushroom
Wow.
thing.
Yeah, mushroom hunting, like anything you can think of.
We're behind,
and
man.
yeah, we really are. So like the more the better is the way I see it. So I'm excited. This will come out next week. Do you guys want to play the eBay yo-yo game a little bit here?
Yes.
For sure.
oh yeah.
A great segment.
All right, yeah. This is where I find yo-yos on eBay that are completely sold. Like they sold for this price. You gotta guess the price. So this is a YoYoJam Journey. You guys remember the Journey?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
It's just a plastic yo-yo, Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically a kickside, but even shittier.
Yeah.
I think they retailed for like $20 back in the day. They were YoYoJam's beginner yo-yo. So any guesses on how much one of these yo-yos? It was mint condition in the box. So
I'm gonna say 40,
$40, Alex?
45.
$45? Okay. Arthur?
There are so many other YoYoJam yo-yos that I think would go for more than the Journey. So
It's
45
like
is a pretty good guess. But
Yeah, it
I'll
is.
say like $30.
$30.
I'm,
Trevor?
Let's say 55.
$55. Damn.
Yeah.
It sold for $49.99.
Wow.
Which I find insane. So Alex wins that one, but
Yeah.
that's like just nuts to me. Someone paid $50 for a Journey. I don't know. I don't know, but the yo-yo market is insane right now, bro.
Did the Journey or the Legacy?
Legacy? I don't remember the Legacy. That was the plastic Dark Magic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Had like a cap with a dragon. I had a pink one from Indie States.
Mhm. That was
Yeah, let's
like
see if-
my second real yo-yo ever. I had a
Those-
Dragonfly and then a Legacy back in like 2009.
Yeah, the Legacies had caps and then metal rings on the inside, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The metal rings were like these fat ass washers that had like they were like some industrial part. They were not machined for yo-yos at all.
So clear that it was just like some.
I never had a Legacy, but it sounds like a good yo-yo, honestly.
Enjoyed that era of YoYoJam, kind of before it stopped making yo-yos. Post, what was it called? The solid spin system or whatever.
Yeah, they still had the nipple axle.
Yeah,
And they were making yo-yos out of the Kelson or the Delrin
Yeah.
brand that they used, the injection molded Delrin.
Yeah.
That was good.
All right, here's one more. Another YoYoJam. Classic Hitman. Just a Hitman. Not mint in package.
What color?
It's white
With kind of teal caps.
with blue caps, yeah. White with blue caps.
Okay.
Does it mention any cracking?
Let's see. No, the item description is YoYoJam Hitman Yo-Yo, period.
Ooh, not even a good post.
No description. It's clearly, this is classic. Tyler pointed this out. Clearly this guy came home from college and found his old yo-yos because it's on his bed sheets. You can see in the, like, he clearly just laid it out on his bed and was like, let's sell these shits.
I'm gonna go 35.
$35.
Nice.
Less than the Journey, you think?
It's got to be more than it's. I'll
All
say
right, 30.
70.
$70. Good guess.
Change my because the post seems bold. Like the kid, whoever. Yeah, he's right. I'm gonna go higher. I'm gonna go like ridiculous $70.
So we got 2 guesses at 70. And Trevor, what do you think?
I'm gonna go 100.
$100.
Yeah.
This fucking thing, man. This sold for $120 plus $5 plus $5 shipping. They didn't even get the free shipping.
God.
Get out whoever sold that.
Someone
Maybe
paid
it was
100,
Maybe it wasn't a
$120
kid.
bucks.
Man, I've been selling my items on this Facebook buy sell trade. I gotta just take to eBay.
You got to go to eBay. That's what I was telling Brian Koski, because he posted all his yo-yo jams on the buy sell trade. None of them sold. And he has like marble dark magics and like crazy like hyper freehands and shit. And I'm like, you can put those on eBay for $200. Buy it now. And someone will buy it.
I had a chaos that I think I sold for like $40 or something. I should have kept that shit and put it on eBay.
My only theory is like there's some crazy collectors who only go on eBay because the yo-yo prices are just insane on eBay, dude. I don't know what it is, but
I feel like that stuff pops up, like yo-yo jams pop up on the BSC pretty frequently, and you could just, if they're
you
in
can get a
bundle or
good
something,
deal.
just get the bundle and flip it on eBay.
Oh, yo.
That's true.
Hey, Gary V over here.
What's your most regrettable like sell?
What's that?
What's your most regrettable yo-yo trade or sell?
Ooh.
Mine I've told a million times, but I'll tell it again. I had a first run peak, the painted peak, that I got directly from Yo-Yo Nation. Beautiful. I forget which number. It was in the 30s. And it had a little bit of vibe. So I emailed Chris and was like, can I return this? And he's like, absolutely. I want one for my collection. So I met him at 2005 Worlds. He didn't have one for himself. So I gave it back to him, and he gave me 2 Bear versus Mans first round, which is, as a little kid, it's like 2 for 1, dude. Hell yeah. Like, and it's a new yo-yo that wasn't out yet, the Bear versus Man.
Yeah.
So I gave a painted peak back to the guy who made them for two Bear versus Mans, which I immediately sold one for like $60, and then I kept one, and then I traded it later. So really,
that's hard.
when I see them sell for $2,500 on the BST, I'm like,
Did that one sell, the one that got posted the other day?
I'm not sure. I gotta check, but that's like 2 mortgage payments, man. Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Insane.
It's
the guy
insane.
said he had gotten 4 offers over $2,000 for his mint.
That's
Levy peak.
And did you see the Eats It was what, $550, and it sold immediately? I think it was like $500 or $600 for an Eats It, Trevor.
It was gone by the time I saw the post.
Oh my God.
It's insane. I wonder. I have some Antios.
Rough one.
You got a rough Eats It?
No, I had a similarly rough story.
Oh yeah. What do you got?
So I had a Yo-Yo Recreation Stargazer, actually, and the pad recess was very thin, and I didn't want to. I was very into like doing silicone recess stuff at the time, and I mentioned this to another yo-yo person who lived in Nebraska, who I'm not going to name. But I mentioned this to me. He was like, "Oh, I have a lathe. I can like fix that for you. I can make it a little bit deeper." And then I go over to his like apartment or whatever, and he throws it on his lathe, and then immediately just like, ching, like he just like destroys Stargazer. And then and you know, I'm like 16 at the time, so like I don't quite understand yet, like, you know, adults not getting back to you with like money or stuff like that. Like, so, you know, once or twice a month I would kind of bug him and be like, "Hey, do you have the money for that Stargazer yet?" And he'd be like, "Oh no, I don't have it." And then after about 6 or 7 months, he was just like, "Look, come to Lincoln. I'll give you my 28 stories peak, my first run 28 stories peak." And I was like, "Oh my God." And like I even like gave him some yo-yos just because I was like, "You shouldn't just be giving this to me." But I had the peak, and I had it for about a year or two, and then I foolishly took it with me to a contest, and of course everyone was just like all over me, like and I think it was Drew Murrow. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Yeah.
But, you all know who he is. He broke me down enough. I mean, the trade's my fault. I shouldn't have done it. But I think I got for the 20 Stories Peak like a YoYo Recreation Mr. Butcher and some Caribou Lodge that was out at the time. That was like a pretty good one. And like $50 and maybe a whatever the plastic Caribou Lodge was at the time, like the first one that they made. I forgot what that one's
First
called.
Yeti.
The
The
Yeti.
Yeti. I
Right.
have one, yeah.
Yeah.
The weird ass Yeti with like the metal and the plastic.
Yeah.
Fiberglass, yeah.
I
Yeah.
did get a decent haul, I guess, but like absolutely.
Oh,
I really
It's
Right,
always
man.
regrettable. Those big quantity trades like that. That's
Yep.
like one that Tyler told me about. He won an MG when he won Worlds, a freehand MG,
yeah.
and he traded it for like 10 yo-yos, like an Oxy 3 and like all these crazy yo-yos. But like having an MG that you won at the World Yo-Yo Contest is like obviously more
Yeah.
sentimentally. Like you don't realize that as a kid. Like
Yeah.
you're just like, I'm getting 10 yo-yos for one. That's exactly like me. I was like, I'm getting 2 for 1. Like,
Yeah.
of course I'm going to do this. Not
Yeah.
knowing that a hand-painted yo-yo is, like, obviously going to be fucking amazing in the future.
Yeah. Oh
Damn,
man.
you got any,
Yeah.
you guys? Any
I
bad trades?
have two that come to mind, but neither are rise to the level of the Painted Peak. I had a second run 28 Stories Peak that I owned for like 2 days at Worlds one year. You know how quickly stuff can change hands at Worlds, and I
Dude.
was flipping yo-yos just left and right, and I got it for I don't even remember what I traded for it, and then I had it for a couple days, and then I ended up trading it. Do you remember? So not the white and blue Levy Peaks, but Levy did like 20 different like unique ones after that. There were
Yeah.
different colors, and there's the big Yo-Yo Nation museum post with a pic photo of all of them. And I traded the second run 28 Stories for one of those, and it was like black and pink, but it was pretty chipped up, and it wasn't worth as much as the 28 Stories. And then from then on, I don't even know, man. I squandered it somehow, but I should have just kept that 28 Stories and called it a day.
Ugh.
And then the other one was back when Verse Newton was still around.
Oh
And
yeah.
before all the scandal and Heath getting kicked out and all that shit. He and I, this was like, actually before Alex and I started doing Freshly Dirty, I had a little brand back in like 2011 called Hspin. So I was using
Yeah.
like a SolidWorks license, and I was like 13 or 14 years old, like designing yo-yos, and then worked with Alvin Rollins out of Tennessee. And he was doing Foxland Precision at the time. So
Yeah.
he and
Wow.
I had yo-yos made with him, and I was talking to Heath. Heath was doing Verse Newton at the time too. And so we arranged a trade. I traded him one of my new yo-yos for one of the prototypes of the Flying Hut.
Mhm.
That was it never saw production, but there was like 5 or 10 of them, and it was at the peak of Verse Newton's popularity and hype. And that Flying Hut was awesome, and I should have hung on to that, but I think I also sold it for $100 or something. And I wish I had kept it, despite all the stuff that went down around his brand.
Do you have any Kingspin yo-yos still?
Yeah, I've got.
Let's see one. Let
me see here. I got them in this little drawer. So we only did 2 yo-yos. I can find the powder coated one. Yeah, here we go. So the first yo-yo was the Gnosis, which was this guy right here, and I got
Wow.
a powder coating
Oh,
rig off of
I remember
Amazon.
that. I didn't know that was
And
you.
I was powder coating these in the garage back in like high school.
Damn.
So I have one of these still. And then following that was this yo-yo, which was around 2013, which is the Chronicle. This was the one I traded with Heath.
That looks
So
nice.
I have a handful of these still. Yeah. You know, you can tell I was like Trevor and I were talking about that era of yo-yo rec. I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like trying to get close to it, you know. But the early days of yo-yo design.
Do you still do the CAD work for all Freshly Dirty stuff? Wow.
Yeah. Been
That's incredible.
doing it since Yeah, I mean, I started doing yo-yo design stuff 10 years ago now, so
Nice.
been around for a minute.
Yeah, we gotta do something together sometime. I'm
Totally,
just
man.
learning,
Yeah.
just learning
I saw
CAD,
on
and
your story the other day, you guys.
and
did
I'm
that.
realizing
That's
like how much skill that takes, especially for something like the VHS. Like just getting all those lines like connected and even. Like
awesome.
I'm at
It's
like
trial
the
and error when you're first starting out. You know,
yeah.
everything takes practice.
We haven't done a collab in a while.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Who did Did you have CJ doing all the CAD for the dunk projects?
yes, everything has been done by CJ, and then the titanium that I have coming soon is done by Danny Yu, who did. Do you know Kai Zizan? He has a yo-yo called what is this yo-yo called? Fuck. He did a run of titanium yo-yos. Do you know the name? No.
Recent.
Yeah.
I know Kai
Right.
season. Yeah.
It was, but like I forget the name of his yo-yo. It's not basketball related. That's hilarious though. It should
Okay.
be, but anyway, here, let me grab it.
It vaguely rings a bell, but I can't place what his yo-yo looked like.
It's
Is he
very
on
good.
recess still, or did he leave recess?
I'm not really sure.
I don't think he's on anymore.
You guys have seen his basketball, right?
Yeah,
It looks good.
That's
it's
the
a
only reason
very
why-
good. It's
That-
like my favorite titanium yo-yo, so I got the same designer to do the titanium dunk. So we'll see how that comes out. I'm a little concerned. I mean, I have the same issue you guys had where like an organic shape doesn't really work in titanium, but I wanted to try it just because it's like a dream to have a titanium dunk. So
Mhm.
we'll see what happens. Shit, what was I gonna say? I'm blanking out. You don't have any bad trade stories, Alex?
Too many to count, man. I mean, God, like I just see a picture of it and my heart goes, it just sinks. Probably like just off the top of my head, a lot of one drops, like the Markmont next. I had the nickel plated one, but then he did the obsidian one, the woolly Markmont. I had my first one drop was a green dingo, and dude, if I could have one of those right now, every time I see yo-yos, I get upset because I probably had it once or twice. Dude, times
very
get
true.
hard. Like it's so easy to flip this stuff, and we know the market so well. It's like, man, I know, I
Yeah.
got like 8 on the table, and I know somebody wants this yo-yo, but then it's like I need some bread or some milk or some gas, or whatever, and yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
That's something that like throughout this VHS release too, we like every time we release a yo-yo, it's just kind of reminds me that the yo-yo market has changed so much in the last couple of years, and it's so saturated now. Like there's so many people making yo-yos, and it's harder than ever to stand out and do something that other people aren't doing.
It's
I was
really
like,
hard.
Jake, what's your experience been like with the dunk? Do you feel like it's been difficult getting it out there, or do you have enough kind of momentum of using your name to market it?
Yeah, I got really lucky with my name, I think. And I think the timing of I was right at the beginning of the pandemic, April 2020. And I think there was a lot of new people in the scene, and a lot of people came back who used to be in the scene. Like Brian Koski came back during the pandemic, and Kevin like people who used to know who I am. So like I have a big gap from like 2009 to 2016 where anyone who started yo-yoing then doesn't know who I am, but anyone who started way back like knows me. So a lot of those guys came back, and I got orders, and I was just like seeing name after name of like people I hadn't seen in 10 years supporting me. So like I had that support, and I have like somewhat of an Instagram following now that worked out nicely. So I can't say it has been like easy going for me, but a lot of that I chalk up to the many years I put in back in the early 2000s, you know, because like I really put in a lot of work back then, and I didn't really get anything for it, and now I'm sort of, you know, getting something back from the community, which feels good with the success of it, because they do sell out, and I'm very, very lucky and grateful for that. But I think the thing I tell, like I was talking to Brian about, and everyone who's trying to sell yo-yos now, it's like the importance of just really you like you said, it's hard to get noticed. So like you have to force people to notice you by posting. I'm on Instagram a couple hours every day, just answering DMs and like posting stories. Because even little things like a story all day of you playing with the yo-yo, showing the yo-yo in the sunlight, it's beautiful, talking about it, all that stuff keeps it in people's heads. Like, oh, this exists. Like, I don't have money right now, but maybe next week, maybe next week, maybe next. But if you keep hammering it, like not hammering them, but just keep it in their head. Yeah, I really think that has helped me a lot. Just like I try to make a post about a dunk every day. And I also try to, every time someone posts a dunk or posts something about a dunk, I share it and I talk to the person. And like, I think that keeps people coming back too, because they like to talk to the person who's making the yo-yo, you know?
Yeah, totally. Especially
so
for like, because you don't like, your name is your brand, so it's even easier
Right.
for people to get in touch and talk to you
Right.
about it.
And they feel like there's
it's a pretty crazy feeling too when you have like old friends order from you and people you haven't talked to in years.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It was really cool. So I think just definitely, just consistency with promoting yourself, because is so flooded the market, dude. Like there are so many yo-yos to choose from. And like I'm on the yo-yo Discord, and I'm not on Reddit much, but I need to get on Reddit more. But there's like a whole community of people on Discord who, like the throwers Discord, that like don't really pay that much attention to Instagram necessarily. So like it's a whole different market, you know, like just if you just find the different like niche groups of yo-yoers within the community and then like get them to notice you, it can help a lot too.
Might have to start listing stuff on eBay for the eBay community.
Yeah, absolutely. I got one more eBay for you guys. This one's a doozy. This is an early 2000s yo-yo lot. YoYoJam, Yo-Yo Factory, Diffio, and Duncan. So I'll list all the yo-yos that are in it.
So it's like a Proto Star.
Dude, it is I'm pissed that I missed this. So it's 2 YoYoJam Legacies, 1 YoYoJam X-Con, a YoYoJam Axiom, which is one of their like all metal yo-yos. They got a plastic. Yeah, the Axiom. Yeah, it was like a cool little organic yo-yo, I think.
I completely forgot about that thing. Yeah.
So that's 4 yo-yos already. Then they got a plastic grind machine with the dice stacks. They got a Proto Star. They got a Loop 720. And they have a Diffio Bare Bones, which is insane. The Diffio Bare Bones was like $80 when it came out. All aluminum. Beautiful yo-yo.
And
so how much?
Wait.
Yeah. So 3 YoYoJams, 3 Yo-Yo Factories, or 4 YoYoJams, 3 Yo-Yo Factories, and a Diffio, and a couple Duncan counterweights. How much do you think that sold for?
$220.
$220, Arthur. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go kind of low because I feel like with a lot, you're not gonna get the prices on every single thing.
Right.
Maybe like 170.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 120. You seem so upset about not getting
that too
low. So
yeah, I'm pissed.
Oh, okay. That makes me want to drop my price.
Yeah.
I'll stay.
All right. This shit sold for $45.
No,
plus $5 shipping.
What a dude!
Oh
you should have
God.
that.
I would pay $45 for like a nice condition Proto Star, honestly. I don't even know where to get one of those. Yeah,
Jake,
the Diffio.
45.
What's that, Trevor?
I have 7 Proto Stars.
You have 7 Proto Stars?
I think I might. Like,
damn, dude.
How much would you pay for this shirt?
Yo, that's a good one. What is that? Is that Infinite Illusions? YoYoGuy.com. Yeah, it is. I remember that shirt. That's a good one, dude.
This was Takeshi's shirt.
Wow. That's
I helped
incredible.
like load up his U-Haul when he moved from Indianapolis to Arizona, and
Yeah.
he just like, here, man. I'm like, dude, I hope it fits. And he even gave me a Nintendo 64, man.
Oh,
I wish
that's awesome.
he was here, but
I got the anti-yo. I dug this out.
Beautiful.
Anti-team.
That's sick.
Yo needs
Says-
more clothing.
Yeah.
Has my name on it.
Whoa.
I know.
Dude,
Brian still has his too.
I feel like team T-shirts, it's not a thing anymore. That used to be like
Not.
everyone
Well,
roll up to a contest and it's like,
all they do now are T-shirts with the little thing in the corner, like a
Yeah,
little
black.
logo right here.
Mm-hmm.
Black T-shirt. No one does like the button-down bowling shirts. It would be fun. Just I might do that, dude. I might, even though I don't have I don't have a team, so there's no point. But I kind of want to start a team, and it would be so sick to do like dunking crew,
Yeah.
like Dunkin' crew, but dunking crew, and have
Yeah.
like the red button downs with like a dunk on the back and shit.
You can go like full like auto body shop and get
I
like
call
the
it-
work shirts with like a little patch right here.
Yeah, with your name on the patch, exactly.
Yeah.
oh yeah, or like the full body like Dickies like work like jumpers.
A jumper.
That would be so fly.
That would
Call it
rock.
Workwear, call it throwwear, like something weird. Like it has
Yeah.
that old school look to it. And seeing videos with all those guys wearing those shirts,
I know.
they look so cool. And like, man, it's like you had the shirt, you were in. Like
Yep.
you were.
Oh, yeah. And
Like
also,
how many stories like do you just hear like people like, here, man, here's the shirt, you're on the team, dude. Like
That's how it
the
was.
shirt
Yeah.
was like the thing.
and Yo-Yo Factory would always do like Yo-Yo Factory and Caribou Lodge would always have like sick team T-shirts going into like Worlds.
Mhm.
I remember, everyone doing the like Cleveland Cavaliers colors for 2016.
Oh yeah.
They won that
Yep.
year, and they had like the Caribou Lodge had one where it was like LeBron James on the back, not like him specifically, but it was maybe like a CUIW character made to like have LeBron James's facial hair or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
They had the pickaxe logo with the WYYC instead of CLYW one year.
yeah,
Those were pretty cool.
yeah, and damn, I was about to make a point or say something. Oh yeah, BAC. If you want BAC, you'd get that red, like Duncan.
You get a jacket. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would get a jacket. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I
that's,
don't know what happened to
Yeah.
that. That was cool. They did that at Worlds 2019 though. In
yeah,
Cleveland, they did the jackets.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
was like,
They would get your measurements after you won, and then you get it later, I think.
yeah, which
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I had it. I just got a really sick patch in the mail. It's like a Duncan Yo-Yo champion patch from the 60s that
Whoa.
I'm gonna get attached to my winter jacket, like probably on the arm or maybe on like the chest. It's in my car, but it's a
That's
sick
awesome.
patch. It's like the one with the eagle, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Yo, what's up?
I had a question for everybody, because
Yes.
we're throwing around the term like thrower and stuff, and we've all been around for like 10 plus years. I feel like starting yo-yo or like coming up, no one ever referred to each other as throwers, right? That was never. I think the only reason that came into the lexicon was because someone was sitting on the r/yo-yo subreddit. It was already created, and it was just moderating it or using it. So someone had to make r/throwers instead. And that kind of brought the term thrower and like made it more popular just out of
It's
necessity.
definitely because of the Reddit for sure.
Yeah.
I never heard thrower.
Yeah. I remember being
Is it-
upset. Like, why is our subreddit called throwers? Do people come to here thinking that it's people that throw stuff? Shouldn't it just be,
It should be yo-yo players. I
Yeah.
think.
Has anyone ever called you a yo-yoist?
Oh god, that's the worst
hate it.
one.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
This dude, Yo-Yo Master. People like I've never even gotten first place at a. I mean, everyone does this with their yo-yo friend. They're like, "Yo, this dude over here, he's like a yo-yo champion." Blah blah blah, all this stuff, and I have to be like, "No, I haven't won anything."
Dude, that's my curse because I will sometimes tell people
Yeah.
I was second in the world, and then that instantly becomes, oh, so you were a world champion. So this is my friend, he's a world champion. Yeah, I'm
like,
flattered. I'm just like, I can't. No, I wasn't, dude.
Your
You
world
gotta
class.
Yeah.
I was top
When I
in the
was-
world at one point.
When I was younger, I used to throw around like, oh, like people would ask, oh, like, have you ever won any contests? Like, no, well, I got second in the Southeast one year, Southeast U.S., and they're like, whoa, no way, but I just failed to tell them that it was in the 4A division, and there were only 4 people who competed.
There you go. Yeah, there's no point in
Like-
specifying.
Yeah.
I never tell people it's the 5A division and you use a counter.
You're
Like,
getting
no.
too deep at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. Too nerdy.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think the second contest I ever went to was 2011 Iowa State's, and Blake Freeman was going through the crowd. He was like, "Hey, we need at least one more competitor for the open division. We only have 2." So I entered and just did whatever dumb, horrible 4A that I had at the time for 2 minutes, and then I got some free yo-yos.
hell yeah. Probably a bunch of freehand zeros. Is that what you guys would win?
Literally, yes, I got a freehand zero plus like some.
And there's
crap.
Hayabusa in there.
Hayabusa.
Oh, I have when I started yo-yoing, I saw the Hayabusa like on the Duncan website or wherever, and I bought it not knowing that it was a 4A yo-yo. So like this thing is huge in the
Oh no.
small. I can't do 1A on this, and then I had to learn 4A, and then does anybody else like my parents are like, Trevor, you got to do the one where the string's not attached. That's the coolest one. And I'm like, that shit's hard and everything's bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
I was the opposite, where my parents actively encouraged me not to do 4A or 5A. If I was
Yeah.
practicing at like 9 p.m. and they were trying to sleep and a yo-yo hits the ground, they were not happy.
Dude,
Right.
remember I went to it was 2013 Minnesota States. Me and a bunch of other people stayed the night at John Naram's parents' place, and like all the TVs had like plastic like protective covering over it. It was like the house was like 4A proofed.
That's incredible. That's a funny anecdote.
Who were the judges at your first competition? Like, who judged you?
Oh man.
Mine was Indy States 2008, and it was Jack Ranka, Drew Tates, and Seth Peterson, dude. I was so intimidated, man. I got dead last. I yo-yoed theme song.
To what theme song?
The Office.
Oh no.
I'm so glad there's no video proof of that.
Oh no, that's
Oh.
funny. That's
But-
really funny. Do-do-do, do-do-do.
That would be great if you could have asked the sound person to turn it up like extra loud. Just like
Yeah.
To replicate how loud it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't stop. Like, the suffering of like, I was so embarrassed, man. But like intimidated. But those guys were like, they came up to me afterwards. They were probably like encouraging, I'm sure. Who was your first judge?
Mine would have
Did
been
you-
like Blake Freeman might have been on the panel. This is we're gonna get a little bit morbid here, but a Minnesota guy that died a couple of years ago. I forgot his name. Jake, you might be.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
I forgot his
Why am I
name.
blanking on this
He was a
name?
really nice guy. Yeah.
Super nice.
Yeah.
I feel so bad that I'm blanking on his name.
Yeah.
AJ, the YoYoJam guy.
Not
Not-
AJ Kirk, no.
No,
AJ
this
Kirkland? No, not him.
this guy wasn't like super well known. I mean, he was.
No, he wasn't.
I don't
Eric
know-
Schmidt,
That's right.
right? Eric Schmidt,
Or
I think.
no, I think
Something Matt Schmidt.
Yes,
Yes.
Matt. That's correct.
Really, rest in peace, Matt Schmidt. He was on Buzz On for a little while, and he was like super good at 5A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace to him. I couldn't name any other judges. Maybe John Narum was judging. No, he was
Yeah.
competing. Oh, how could I possibly blank on this? Dazzling Dave. That was my first judge.
Oh, classic judge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine
First
would have been. Sorry, go ahead, Trevor.
No, I just made,
You were gonna make a joke about Dazzling Dave.
yeah, Dazzling.
Yeah.
Call him Dazzling Doug, but
My first contest was Maryland States 2006, and the judges were Tim Redmond, who he briefly held the world sleeper record for like a couple years. Tresley Cahill, you guys know Tresley, I'm sure, and AJ Kirk.
Wow.
So, and I won, which was sweet.
Right on.
Wait, you won your test?
I won my first contest I ever entered. Yeah.
Damn.
The second the third contest I ever entered was Worlds 06, where I got second. So like it happened very
Wow.
quickly. It was like
That's
overwhelming.
insane.
no,
Yeah.
that should
Yeah, dude.
tell people when they like try to call you champion and be like, look, I didn't win Worlds, but I won my first contest I ever entered.
Yeah.
You're still a state champion, man. Like,
Yeah.
I got top 3 at like everything I ever entered almost. So I just never won stuff. I just always got like top 3. Dude, what did I get? I got second at Nationals 2007 in 4A and 5A. Isn't that crazy?
wow. Yeah.
It's just like I completely forgot that I did 4A like that, but I did for a little while. And
Yeah.
Tsubasa Onishi beat me, like, but I just
Yeah.
like those 2 divisions I could just do well in.
There was I think there was a year at Nats where Anthony Rojas got top 5 in like every division.
I believe it, yeah.
Yeah, he just
Even wow,
year.
2A.
He's one of those guys that like
Yeah, just naturally talented.
like immediate like Takeshi, not Matsuro, but the other guy. He started playing kendama and immediately was just like impressing like kendama vets with like his crazy ideas.
Yeah, Takeshi Kamisada. Yeah, he's sick at kendama.
Yeah, he has like really out of the box.
He's
Wild.
sick on many dimensional like layers. The guy he's a gem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mentor for sure. Hero.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
like first, if you were coming up in the mid 2000s, like you knew about like Steve Brown and you knew about like Takeshi and his long hair, and that was like about it. Like, because that was like him and like the rest of the Duncan crew at the time. You'd get those like little tiny like discs with if you bought a yo-yo at, like Toys R Us, and you could play like and little game.
Dude, I had the Omega DVD set with Ooch.
Dude, me too.
That was like I watched that thing front to back so many times.
And they're
Ooch,
great.
Patrick Mitchell,
Yes.
and Rob Kitts.
Yeah. Which, dude,
Damn.
Rob Kitts, he was the first yo-yo guy to like start capitalizing on TikTok like
Really?
2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, it was Rob Kitts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
He's like a horrorcore kind of juggalo type person, and he does a lot of like weird, like glow in the dark, black light kind of stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
You guys send me some of that then, Trevor.
Oh yeah.
I never saw that.
Far cry from his days in the Omega jerseys.
Oh.
Yeah. He was like sponsored by Oakley sunglasses, like legitimately.
Whoa.
He always had Oakleys, and I think it was something like one of his family members might have worked for Oakley, but he was like always wearing full Oakley gear and like Oakley sunglasses at every contest. It was very interesting.
Nice.
He
Man.
repped
That was
hard.
didn't Zach Gormley had a shoe sponsorship for a while?
He did, yeah. I think it was like Heyday Shoes or something.
Yeah, I didn't know the brand, but
Yeah.
there was another interesting crossover.
Yeah. Because he was big into wearing those like
Massive, like high top thing.
boot looking shoes back in 2011.
Brandon Jackson sent me a bunch of like ripped VHS, early day like VHS yo-yo videos, like VHS. I have a Yo Mega one I bought at Goodwill the other week. but like he has a bunch of collection on a hard drive of a bunch of like old VHS yo-yo content, some weird ones too, like unknown ones that I've never heard of. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but if you hit him up, he'd let you like check it out. He's uploaded a couple to YouTube, I think. Throw 2008 was my first yo-yo content DVD. I love Throw 2008.
That's a classic. That's a really good one.
My favorite part of Throw 2008, there's this part where Ed Hspin like runs and like kind of like kicks the like runs and like does like a jump kick off the wall. Like I don't know why it's my favorite. It just like stood out to me. But Throw 2008 is like gold. I miss that.
Can you see my camera, Alex?
Yeah, I can see you now, dude.
Check these out.
Yep. Yeah, dude, they're mint in package. Holy
Mint
crap.
in package, not even open.
Yo,
Super Yo kicking tricks.
I just
That's
realized
right up.
it looks like Doug Stanhope.
Yeah, this guy looks like Doug Stanhope completely. That's my profile picture on Instagram.
I was
That's what.
about to say that looks exactly like your profile picture.
Yeah, that's the actual
For a while,
photo.
I thought it was Matthew McConaughey.
It's the guy who owns Super Yo-Yo. I'm blanking on his name right now. Arnie
What?
Dixon.
What, Dixon?
Arnie, like
Oh,
Arnold.
Dixon.
Army. Yeah, no, he's so sick. I gotta open these and watch him.
Man, they're too fresh, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yo,
Yeah, I got
someone-
these.
Someone's got to rip out there. Keep those fresh.
Yeah, that's true. They're on YouTube, I think. But,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rip them.
yeah. Here's my buddy.
hey, you know,
Oh,
it's let it rip.
Dude. Yeah, speaking of Ed Hspin, he was one of the judges at my first contest, Tennessee States 2009.
Nice.
It was
Nice.
him and Mark Allen, somebody else. I
Oh,
remember
I
Ed
might
and
have-
Mark.
I don't think I was at Tennessee 2009. I was at Tennessee 2008 or 7.
Mhm.
That was a really fun contest. I
It was a
remember
good one,
loving it.
Yeah.
It was the first time I had White Castle was at Tennessee States. We didn't have White Castle yet where I lived, and so me and Danny Severance and Miguel Correa at like 2 a.m, high as shit. Like just we smoked so many blunts, went to White Castle, and we got chicken rings. You know how they have chicken rings? Like they're
What?
rings of chicken. It's like a chicken nugget, but it's shaped like a
Okay.
ring. Like an onion ring. It's completely unnatural. And I just remember Danny was just like, this is so like it blew his mind. He thought it was so fucked up, but they tasted so good that like he's like, why are they rings? Like how is this possible?
I can see how that would be upsetting.
Yeah, it was funny. I'll
Yo,
never forget that.
Earlier, I told you that I had one of those pizzas, but I was holding back because I didn't want to seem like too much of a glutton. I also had 2 White Castle sliders that I microwaved.
Nice. The microwave ones?
Yeah.
The microwave ones are better than the ones from the restaurant.
Dude, honestly. And
They are.
I had the jalapeno one, too.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got good stuff. I have a White Castle near my house now, and I don't eat there often, but every once in a while it hits the spot.
Yeah.
I gotta
If I
confess,
feel-
I've never had White Castle.
Damn, dude. If you ever feel like eating 12 cheeseburgers, that's the place to go.
Yeah.
'Cause you can get like literally 10 of them, and just like they're so
Yeah.
easy. You eat them in 2 bites.
Yeah.
They haven't
In
tried-
Atlanta, when I was growing up, we had Crystal, which kind of had scratched the same
Oh,
itch.
yeah.
Crystal was
Crystal
so
is-
shitty,
I've
man.
never had.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bristol.
they're steamed cheeseburgers. Weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only time I ever had White Castle was the first time I drove to Cleveland 2016. And on the way, me and Kyle found a White Castle, and we got some sliders. And I just remember being like whelmed. I was like, because like, like growing up, like eating the frozen ones that you microwave, and I was like, this tastes about the same to me.
Right. I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
All right.
What tape should I put on?
Do you have Forrest Gump? Ooh, put that on. Yes, absolutely, dude.
I
I
still
will.
can't see your video, Alex.
It's like our like halfway through the movie, so we'll just put it in.
Yeah. Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Oh, I got this.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Yeah, when I was a kid, I had a bunch of VHSs of like Power Ranger episodes that my parents had like taped for me. So I would watch them all the time, and they would have like all the old commercials. So it would be like super old, like Little Caesars ads, and like the original ad campaign for like Gushers. And I
Nice.
think at one point Kool-Aid had some sort of weird thing where it was like in the plastic Kool-Aid bottle with the twist off, but it was like Jello. Do you remember that at all?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Twist off Jello.
Some
I-
crazy commercial for that.
Just found out today that the Kool-Aid Man played baseball.
What
Damn.
What do you mean? Like the guy that voices the Kool-Aid Man?
No, the Kool-Aid guy. Yeah, the
The
character.
lore of the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, okay. So this is a piece of Kool-Aid lore.
Yeah, he was the pitcher.
That makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Huh.
This is what I ripped to put behind the video for the VHS.
Dude, that's
so
really
good.
sick.
What is that?
There's like
Where did you find that?
at Goodwill.
Can you put
A
it
lot
on the
of
TV now?
Goodwills are getting rid of tapes now too. So like, I mean, you can buy them for like $1 or 50 cents. Some of them just give them to you almost. But there's like 3 other videos in this series from 1990. Enter the Mind's Eye and then the Mind's Beckoning or something weird like that. But it's just all that type of trippy, weird.
That
And I was
rocks.
like,
Vaporwave stuff.
Yeah, dude,
I
totally.
was like, do a yo-yo video with this in the background, and for the VHS, and we came up with the yo-yo not because of what I was doing with my little hobby with the tapes. So I was like, man, this would be so perfect to use right now, and I just ripped it and just threw it on, and
I'm excited to watch it, dude. I'm honored to
weirdest
be a part
part-
of the video.
this one I found another Goodwill. It was like catching the wave, so it made me think of Brian Kosky. I came down here, looked through all my tapes, but this one is recorded over, and it's called Nadine's Party.
Damn, that sucks. You should send Brian that catching the wave cover though.
Okay.
Like send
Yeah.
it to he might be able to use that. That would be cool. It's a
I'll
cool
just-
cover.
Cool art on there. Yeah.
I'll send him Nadine's Party. Like, it's just like this weird, like this real people like recording like a backyard, like 1980s, like patio party. They're listening to what's that band that sings that Snake Boogie song with the beards, the ZZ Top and
Easy Top, hell yeah.
like wasted and like in Beech Grove, Indiana. Like, there's even a number on the back. I thought about calling it and trying to reach out to these people, but I don't know.
That's crazy. Nah,
What's his
just
name?
send them a photo of that cover for sure. Like
Yeah.
just a pic, just cause the wave is cool.
Brian should
Nadine's
do a
Party.
color called Nadine's Party.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he has a pink and gray one or something. That would be sick.
Yeah.
I'll send it to Brian.
That's awesome.
I love shit
So-
like that.
This yo-yo was fun. Like the themes, like so much fun.
I'm excited to watch the video. Everyone should check that out on Freshly Dirty's channel. And you guys should post it on Instagram so that I can share it too. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm stoked. Anything else to say about the VHS?
Dude, we appreciate all the love. You
Yeah.
helping us get the word out. It means a lot, man.
Of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what like just they showed us like, and everyone that's like showed the brand and like they enjoy the yo-yos and reached out. We love you guys back, and I think we can continue. Like, it just feels like a revival is happening after the pandemic, and like all these yo-yos and creativity is this influx of. I think we were suppressed so long with creativity, myself included. I go through ups and downs and get depressed with yo-yo. Don't really get into it that much, but then like a spark will ignite, and then your
Yes.
yo-yo, the dunk during the
Yeah.
pandemic was the yo-yo. When I think about 2020, and I'm like, man, the yo-yos that were the build up, the crash, and then like how many yo-yos would have came out if the pandemic never happened? It would have been even more flooded than it is now because. And then yeah, your yo-yo was a huge inspiration during those years.
Thank you, man. Dude, just
Like,
I think it's so important to take breaks from yo-yoing. I think that's like the most important thing you can possibly do. And people sometimes get really depressed about it and make it a big deal. And they're like, I'm quitting. And it's like, you don't have to quit. Like, I took fucking 8 years off. Like, you got to do it sometimes. Just, it's so important to not get burned out.
Like this one just like it ignited a freaking bonfire, man. Like your yo-yo talking to us, reaching out to us, then trying to dunk rebound. Like right now is like I'm riding the wave. Like I can't wait to get Brian Koski yo-yo, man. Like you ride the wave, you light the fire. Where contests were that outlet for me. Like you guys
That's
know
where
that.
you would get pumped up. Yeah, you would go to a contest and you would be pumped afterwards.
Yeah.
Now
You
it's
get the
yo-yo
post-contest depression. Like,
Yeah.
interact with you guys, people reaching out, like what are you doing in your show? Like what are you creating over here? Like check this out, sharing, collabing. Like that's been the thing get us through.
yeah.
Good.
And I wanted to ask you guys too if there are any contests on your radar, anything coming up that you guys are looking forward to.
Yeah, Chesapeake. It's called the Chesapeake Yo-Yo Contest, I think. It's October 22nd, so that one's really soon. Kind of short notice, but that's in Maryland, and I'll be judging at that contest, and I'm really excited to see everyone. And then I think New York State's is in December, maybe December 20th.
Okay.
In Coney Island, New York.
Yeah,
so
December 20th. Shit.
something like that. But no, it can't be. You're right. That's 5 days before. It must be December 12th or some shit. I don't know.
Okay.
But New York State's, check that out for sure. And where are you guys located again, both of you? You're in DC, right, Arthur?
Yeah, I'm right outside DC, and Alex.
So you could come to New York, yeah. Okay.
Indianapolis.
I wish I could make the Chesapeake one, but I'm gonna be busy that weekend. But I'm gonna try and make it up to New York. I'll check out the dates for that.
Yeah, New York would be great. I don't know any Midwest.
In April next year.
Oh, what is it?
Midwest Regionals, I think, is announced in April. It's up in Minnesota. I've been trying to like see what the word is on East Coast Masters. I would love to see that contest revitalized. That was such a new age contest that like had a refreshing take on what a contest should be. It had just enough like where it like felt like a normal contest, but it felt so much otherworldly where like all the cool things of a contest, hanging out, like so many booths, and just that contest is it has got to come back, or whoever like organized that has to.
That was Kai. That was Kai Zizin. Pittsburgh is a great spot for yo-yo contest. I was at both of them. Yeah, great contest. Because you get everyone from the Midwest and Ohio and stuff, and then you get everyone from the East Coast. It's like right in the middle there. It's perfect.
Gotta come
I
back.
really hope. I'm gonna text Kai right now and ask him what's up with that.
Let's go.
He usually does that in like March, but
yeah, I'd love to make it up with that.
Anyway, those guys need help. Reach out. Like that contest was good. It can't die. I mean, it's still like in my memory, like as being one of the coolest contests. If not, it was like the coolest non-worlds contest I've ever been to.
Absolutely, I agree with you. That one and that first East Coast Masters, and then 2016 Worlds where I met you guys. That was like such a good contest, dude. But I can't believe how much fun everyone was at 2016, dude. Yuki Spencer, Zach Gormley, like the whole, everyone came out. It was so exciting.
Like just came out of nowhere. I'm like, wait, you're the guy that does all the artwork, and like you're like, yeah, I got tons of it, and
that was cool. You sent me that footage of that guy going through my sketchbook. I couldn't believe that shit. I'm so happy you recorded that, because like that's all old stuff that I haven't seen, and like it was really neat, dude. That was really special. I was wearing the Antio.
Yep.
Barely fits me anymore.
We're gonna have another 2016 Worlds, or like just a really good contest where it's just gonna feel like
Yeah.
like it should. We'll have a good.
Oh, absolutely. We're
Yeah.
due for it because it's been so long. Like everyone's starved for
Oh,
a
yeah.
contest. I wish I would have gone
Yeah.
out to nationals, but I heard nationals was really incredibly fun because people
When
were
are they
just
gonna-
going nuts.
Announce that for next year, national locations.
Who knows? I hope it's not in Arizona again. I just couldn't bring
Yeah.
myself to go to Arizona in the dead of summer, like
I know.
110
It was
degrees.
Also, just like kind of seemed poorly like communicated. Like you know that's kind of the nature of the game with yo-yo contests, though. It's never
Yeah.
too well put together.
No,
There are some exceptions, but yeah.
it's hard,
I'm
but
optimistic, man. The next time Worlds comes back to the US, I think it's gonna feel like 2016 again.
absolutely. I'm excited.
Oh.
That should be. It's Japan next year, and then hopefully it'll be Cleveland again, I guess. Or I would love to do Philadelphia.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Cool, guys. Well, it was fucking awesome talking to you. We've been going for 2 hours. So
All right.
That's
Doesn't feel like it,
excellent.
man. Thanks for having us.
I know. Yeah, of course.
Good
It was
talk.
awesome. And everyone get a VHS, freshlydirty.com. 4 colorways, $60, $70. I love this yo-yo. Trevor's going to love this yo-yo once he tries it. And
I will try it.
there's some dunk rebounds on my website, a couple raws left. Nickel rebounds coming soon.
Ooh.
And
You got
yeah.
a nickel one over there to show us?
yeah. Nicky rebound.
Dang.
Mm.
It's clean.
And I got, wait till you see the counterweights that I got. I'm going to do a whole video about these, but I got custom printed epoxy counterweights. So they're 3D printed out of epoxy. And they're like,
Whoa.
they're shaped like 20-sided die. So they have like angles on them, like a jewel,
Yeah.
and they're completely see-through clear. And they're like shiny. So they
Aw.
look like little diamonds, dude. They're really fucking
That's
sick.
so sick.
So everyone's going to come with a custom counterweight, and I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
I gotta keep an eye
And
out.
then, yeah, and titanium on the way too. So lots of good yo-yos out. Everyone, check out Freshly Dirty. Thank you guys again. It was awesome talking to you. We got to do this again because there's more we can talk about
Most
always.
definitely.
But
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Jake.
head on. Yeah, have a good one, guys.
See you, boys.
Take care, y'all.
See ya.